All right, let's get to our next game that we've got another Saturday game. We're going to talk about Florida and Miami on the Wednesday show. Texas A&M versus Notre Dame, Kyle Field in College Station. Kickoff is at 7:30 on ABC. I believe a lot of the money right now is flowing in Texas A&M's favor. I chalk that up to, and I said this on a radio spot that I did. I just chalk that up to, I think, a lot of people just naturally letting the SEC bias flood into their decision making in a bet like this. A lot of people would love to bet against Notre Dame. Sure, maybe that's a little bit of my fandom bleeding into my
it's closer to
commentary.
the latter than the SEC bias, I'd say.
I think this game is going to be extremely close. It is a very hostile environment for Notre Dame to be stepping into. I think where Notre Dame has the clear advantage is that Texas A&M has a completely new coaching staff. They've got turnover at a number of positions, depth at a number of positions. Their secondary could be a complete mess. And Notre Dame's wide receiver room, I think, is going to surprise all the teams on their schedule, which it's not exactly like they're playing very many competitive teams on their schedule, but they could really shock them in week one with all the speed that they have in that receiver room. I'm leaning Notre Dame. I can't not pick them in a situation like this. I have picked against Notre Dame before, but I'm not going to do that in this game. I'm holding faith that Marcus Freeman will not get out coached by Mike Elko's first game at Texas A&M. Actually, I wish I said this on Rufino and Joe show. This has always been the death of Marcus Freeman. For some reason, there's always games on the schedule where they just come out so freaking flat and they just look so unprepared and unmotivated. And I need that not to happen, man, because this is not the place to show up unmotivated and unprepared and look like they're half asleep.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want to see Notre Dame just get right to it and get smoked early. I wish they won't. I don't think this is going to be. There's no chance it's that they get blown out. And I'm not doing.
Ryan brings up a good point, by the way, that they haven't necessarily come out flat in a first game of the season, but like
the stars are aligning. You can almost see it where it's Marcus. It's time for it to be Marcus Freeman's big year. They have an easy schedule and they have a path to the playoff. Why not shoot ourselves in the foot early and lose to Texas A&M? That's how I see the stars aligning while everyone's ready in a huge week one SEC matchup. Notre Dame has this weird karmic tone to them where when they start, it's all on the fans. It's all on the fans and where their belief system is. Joe right now, he has been my gauge, and he gives me a little bit of faith because of his honesty so far about Notre Dame this season, where I think that Notre Dame can get away with it.
Yeah, I'm reserving judgment because on paper, Notre Dame should win this game.
Yeah.
They're coming in with one of the best defenses in the country, which is not hyperbolic. It is not an overreaction. It's not an over-exaggeration, none of that. Their defense, most of those guys come back. Howard Cross, Riley Mills, maybe they don't have a premier pass rusher, but RJ Oben, who they brought in from Duke's a good player. Their secondary is phenomenal, and they had a ton of turnovers last year. They bring in one of the best quarterbacks in the country in Riley Leonard, who for some reason people just immediately decided to forget about in most conversations.
They have the better quarterback in this matchup.
I wouldn't go that far. I think that Connor Weigman is close, but Riley Leonard is more experienced and he's played more, and I think he's a better receiver room coming into this game.
I think he's better personally.
Hey man, I'm not going to.
I'm excited on that. I'm excited to see him go 8-4, but yeah, I think he's better.
You're excited to see Connor Weigman go 8-4?
No. Riley Leonard.
Oh, you're a dick. What's your pick on this game though? What do you think that the play out is? Because obviously we know where I'm going with this.
Texas A&M favored by 3 is nasty work because you're giving 3 points just because they're at home. That's
so it's a pick 'em.
It's a pick 'em. Oh, this is nasty work. You know, my brain is telling me Notre Dame. It's saying, look, they are not going to be the clowns of college football this year. They're not going to start off being with a big pie in their face. We already had Florida State do that, which is great. That they already took a lot of the pressure and the heat off of Notre Dame for coming out flat and falling on their face. So my brain makes that rationalization, seeing where the momentum is going in college football. My heart says Texas A&M giving 3 in the pick'em. That's fine with me. I think I'll ride with the Aggies and under Mike Elko and have those boys go out there fired up, ready to go and start the new era. No more Jimbo. No more crazy speeches.
You're just unbelievably consistent with you just can't not pick, or you always have to pick against Notre Dame. When have you ever picked Notre Dame? Have you ever picked them?
Oh.
I think you even picked against them when they played Louisville, and we talked about it. I'm pretty sure that you did, didn't you?
I think
you picked Clemson too. Piece of garbage.
I think I picked against them when I picked them when they were playing Duke. I had them there.
Oh yeah, how generous of you.
They should have won that game, and they barely did.
Piece of garbage. You're absolutely.
Because they put
deliberate. It's deliberate. This is deliberate.
I think Kyle Field's going to be rocking. I think they get down different down there.
What does that even mean? Yeah, they get down with the male cheerleaders, man. Yeah, that's like a real. I'm not gonna catch myself. I'm not gonna catch myself again. Yes, I'm not gonna get cooked by Texas A&M fans like I did during.
That might throw all those nice Catholic fans coming down to watch the game.
It is a very hard environment to play in. I think that is a huge, huge factor. It looks like it's supposed to rain on Saturday, and it's going to be really freaking humid, and it's going to be 90 degrees. I don't know what temperature is going to be at kickoff, but that is horrible. Horrible conditions. Also, Ryan, yes, go ahead. Please clip Sean. I would absolutely love for the Notre Dame fans to come take another victory.
Oh, yeah, I'm tired.
Dumbass head.
I'm tired. Go ahead. You can martyr me. Martyr me. That's what you go ahead. I'll be Mr.
That doesn't make you a martyr. That just makes you a villain. I don't think that makes you a martyr. Because a martyr would imply that everyone's rallying behind you.
I bet they are.
For your cause.
Yeah. My cause, anti-Notre Dame. I'm sure that'll be the easiest martyr of history.
Oh, no, Ryan's saying he wants to clip me for the male cheerleader comment.
Clip that. Get him going again.
Yeah, that has to still be one of the funniest things from the offseason because so many big personalities responded to that. It went rampant with the response that clip had where I said that Kyle Field wasn't that tough of an environment. And it was probably one of the most sarcastic comments that I had. I don't know. I'm just not on the same page with Texas A&M fans. I guess that sarcasm is not something that happens often in College Station.
Look, don't try to drag me into this pot with you.
You're
dragged in the barrel.
You're dragged
past the Old Bay. I'll say this: 3 points is disrespectful to Notre Dame.
Did you just make that saying up? Is that
crabs in the barrel past the Old Bay? It's an MF Doom lyric. I think a 3-point favor for Texas A&M is disrespectful. It should be an outright pick'em if you want to have it this even. Notre Dame is a team with a good roster, and I think they have as many strong players, if not more, than Texas A&M. So the lines here skewed, in my opinion, and disrespectful to the Fighting Irish. Don't care. I would have still taken Texas A&M anyways. Rolling with the Aggies.
Ryan, we're not bringing up Lenore Sellers, by the way. That one was totally on me. That one, there's no